job earlier covering that, so I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch of time on it. But basically, we do the same thing as what Mr. Schuyler does, except he does a better job because he's cool like that. But basically, the lever would go out, they work with the business service representative, and as a team, they go out into the field and speak with businesses on behalf of veterans, to try and get, to see if there's any open positions, like Teresa said, maybe go to a hiring event or a job fair, something of that nature. Now what they do is when they get back, they'll take that information they got, so they sat down with the employer says, hey, you know what, I'd love to work with you, I got 4 open slots right now. We'll say it's an IT company. So they get back, and now they would sit down and they would go over and talk with Mr. Tim, who's the DevOps, and say, hey, I just talked to this IT company, they got 4 open IT slots right now, do you have any individuals that are looking for IT work? They said, you know what, yeah, actually I do. Go ahead and send me the information over and I'll have these guys apply for the job. That's the way it's supposed to work because, the DevOps is focusing on case managing, whereas the lever's going out and working with the employers trying to get the leads and bring them back, and then they have a collaboration together. Lever is also, part of the responsibility is to conduct outreach and to go out to the different facilities we have around the state, like libraries, over to the colleges and stuff like that, and we provide literature to them on veteran services. We also sometimes work with them on possibly setting up a place for the DevOps to go over and conduct outreach as well. Lever's also, part of the responsibility is to ensure that the facility is following the rules and regulations set forth in the tables and the VPLs and the U.S. codes, all acronyms that you guys will love. That being said, they're also in charge of doing any type of training that needs to be done for the facility. That's pretty much it for the lever. Any questions on that part? Getting off easy?
No. Back a couple of years ago, we used to have the job fairs at Andrews.
Yes.
It's coming up, okay,
Jobs.
great. Okay, great, because right now, the only ones that I know of that's on a military basis is Fort Meade and,
And Patch River.
okay, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but yeah, that's what I was wondering, if something was coming up, where we could go back to Andrews.
Yeah, and definitely, actually, we just, I was just working with Tim and George Hawley, who's my lever over in Southern Maryland, and we've been working on getting our presence back on all the bases in the area, and we've been pretty successful with it. Tim just actually did a TAPS briefing over at Andrews last week, and he was also working with somebody down at Fort Meade, or Fort Belvoir, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah,
No, it's not Fort Belvoir, but Bowling Airport.
Bowling, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, that's Joe's
Fort
on
Meade
Fort Meade.
is, Jerome, yeah.
And we're currently working with somebody on Pax River right now. That one's still our wild card, but we are working with the bases and at least trying to make it known to transitioning members to come into the job center so we can help them, because it helps. I mean, especially, I'll tell you from experience, these TAPS briefings are, it's 5 days. You sit there and you're bombarded with information. So we try to keep it light and just tell them, hey, come into the center, we can help you out. There's some of the services we offer. You don't want to sit there and bombard them with stuff. I'm telling you right now, it just goes in one ear and out the other.
Okay.
Anybody else? Yes,
So,
ma'am. Sorry.
Lynette's our leaver, right? She's a leaver for,
I'm sorry.
Lynn Horton, she's a leaver.
Yeah, she is. She's in the back. Say hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.